Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to e-frag Studio live here in Belgrade. My name is George. You're watching the TWC 2016, the European qualifiers and the match between Estonia and Israel. The first match of the day was Ukraine versus Greece. Ukraine stomping 2-0, 16-2 and 16-3. Your analysts for today, Svojic, Rem and Dusan. Hey guys.
Hello.
How are you doing?
You sound like a robot.
Yeah, I am a robot. So, what do you think about the upcoming match? It's between Estonia and Israel. In my opinion, it's going to be a huge stomp by Estonia.
I mean, sounds like Rush B.
Yeah.
Kind of a strategy. Yeah.
You're close to that.
I don't think it's going to be a stomp. I think Israel is going to take, some rounds, but I definitely see Estonia winning too.
Yeah, me as well. Estonia has a bit more better players, let's say it like that, and I think that they have it in the bag, these two. Well, maybe not a stomp as Ukraine, but...
Okay, Dusan?
One-sided matchup for Estonia, but yeah, I don't see a stomp here. I just see a strong performance out of Estonia against Israel.
Okay, Svojic or Rema.
Yeah.
Starting off with the lineup of Estonia. Let's go.
Yeah, Estonia coming in pretty much probably the strongest lineup they could have got. The only guy I kind of see missing is Nuga. But I think he didn't play for Estonia even last year, or he did, but he had a poor performance, I'm not sure. So this year we'll have Chetty, Sam Van, HS, Fates, and Ropes. Chetty, the guy playing in online bots and occasionally playing in that United Estonia, Estonian UK mix.
Don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they are basically the entity of Estonia.
Yeah, I think they played last match like...
Yeah, Sam Van, also one of the guys that used to play for online bots. HS, the young guy playing for Unity now with Kadian, Glaze, Tensky, and Maniac. He also used to play, four of these guys used to play for online bots, so they know each other pretty well. That's one of the advantages I think they'll have going into this matchup. Fates now playing in Archangels. He's the only Estonian there for Swedish guys, so a Swedish team with Fates in. And Ropes, the new guy, I honestly have no clue who Ropes is, but we'll see if...
we saw he's 16 years old, so...
Yeah, he's the up-and-coming talent of Estonia, I guess.
Fresh young talent.
I read a lot of comments on HLTV about HS, that he can play alone against Israel.
I mean,
do you agree?
It means something when guys like Kadian and Maniac want to play with a kid from Estonia. He's gotta be good.
Yep.
And talking about him, he's our player to watch here.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, he's the player to watch. And as Svojic mentioned, like when you have guys like Maniac and Glaze and Kadian wanting to play with you, and you being the one that they chose.
Oh, me.
Yeah, HS. Sorry. But
Okay, for a second I thought maybe I should.
when they want to play with you, HS, then you have something special, and I think he's the guy that can step up and go huge for Estonia. Although I don't think that he needs to go that big for them, but I think he's the guy that can step up and that will carry his team to.
I mean, if they knew they can choose between HS and you, I mean, that would be a no-brainer.
It wouldn't be a dilemma at all.
It would still be HS.
I know. It will always would. It always would. Going straight to the lineup of Israel. Who will do the honor?
Me? Okay.
Yeah,
Rema or Dusan?
Okay, that's a problem. Go.
So we have for Israel we have Freezer, Nerds.
Oh, this is the guy with horse.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that funny, honestly.
Other kids, Z and something like, let's say Barak, because his nickname is SHP.
Specs. What's the problem?
Specs.
Yeah.
Really? Specs. Okay, so we have Specs.
I don't see the problem.
P3X.
All of them are.
Patrick's.
Yeah. All of them.
Serbia, maybe.
Yeah. All of them really young guys. 16? The oldest one is 19 years old. All of them being 16, 17, 18. I mean, a really young lineup, not very well known. Same as Greece. Like we don't have any stats for them. Some international experience or appearance. Something
The horse was looking at you. I don't know if you
Well,
saw
I
that.
was laughing because of our designer. Like when I remember what he first sent me the picture of this guy with the horse, and then he cropped only the horse head, and he was like, I don't,
We have freezer, horse head.
I don't know,
Okay.
I don't know who's the player.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was really funny, actually.
Okay.
So,
Stop.
Player to watch. Player to watch.
oh yeah, player to watch
horse.
is the guy on the horse, definitely. I'm kidding. The
No,
player to
it's
watch
not.
is Hertz, nerds. So, why am I laughing?
A player to watch.
Yeah, nerds, definitely. I think he had a great showing in the last year qualifier.
Even though
For
they
the
lost.
guy.
Yeah, even
The
though
guy.
they lost.
Guy to watch.
Guy. So they lost against Lithuania, I think, in both maps,
Yeah.
losing up to 2.
The guy to
Although
watch.
Inferno was close, but
Yeah, as we said, like he had a really good performance, even though they lost. I think he was a negative rating, but it was plus minus 1, right? Minus 1, something like that.
Minus
so
one.
that's a plus.
I
plus,
have no
right?
clue what are you asking me. Oh, sorry, honestly.
I think that's
yeah, I see you're half asleep.
Yeah,
So-
minus 1. Okay, okay, yeah. I got you, I got
Minus
you.
one,
yeah.
Okay, so he definitely had a good performance there. So we'll see actually if he steps up here for Israel. Will comeback be?
Okay, the most important question of the day. Do you expect to see a lot of, if Estonia gets a lead, do you expect to see a lot of
Comebacks.
comeback is real on chat? And let's try and guess how many of them.
you had to go there.
So yeah, between 50 and 100 or between 100 and 100,000?
And between that and a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. But I don't think the comeback will be real.
Yeah?
I see Estonia winning this 2-0 easily. Something around 6 or 7 rounds going Israel's way. I mean, last year they lost to Lithuania, and I'm pretty sure Estonia is stronger than Lithuania, so nothing but a 2-0 here for me.
Okay, we have the video waiting for us. It's the best of 3, so we'll see who picked him and
I
what.
think they'll ban Dust.
That's 2. Why do you think that?
Some of us.
Birdie told me.
Yeah, a little birdie. Yeah.
A little
Like I
cat.
said, on a serious note,
I wouldn't know.
on a serious note, like I said, 4 of these guys used to play together. So looking at online bots stats on various maps, Mirage is not great for them. Cash could be the pick for Estonia here. Maybe even Overpass. They kind of had some results, but I wouldn't be surprised if they ban Cash, Mirage here, sorry, because their Mirage was really weak. And last year when they played against Hungary, they lost at Mirage 16-3. So they're not just not clicking on that Mirage, but seems like it's going to
Israel
get
will
through
pick
the
Mirage,
first
right?
banning phase.
I mean, they
It's
had a
a
good
Dust 2
showing
for
on
Israel
Mirage, but-
and Nuke for
Or
Estonia, so
Why do you think Israel banned us too? Straight away.
not
I got
sure.
it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, that's a weird pick. I mean, okay.
I mean, we saw a lot of teams just pick that cash because of it's kind of a puggy map. You can.
Yeah, but
everyone knows everything on that.
yeah,
so-
but this pretty much I think goes largely in favor of Estonia as they
Yeah,
get.
but-
I'm pretty sure they would pick Cash if they had the first pick. So Israel basically picks Cash for them, and now they can. Wow.
So that both maps favoring
I
other
guess
team.
both maps. I'm God.
No, I wouldn't say Mirage favors Israel. It's just that, as far as I mean, yeah, like Rama said, online bots stopped playing a while ago, but their Mirage was not that great. But hey,
it can
the
change.
times have
Change
changed, you know. Maybe HS plays a lot of that
Playing under
Mirage
Maniac.
and Unity.
Yeah, playing under Maniac and Cadian.
Maybe
You
they-
pick up a few things.
Yeah, maybe they like the patch, like maybe patch suits them.
Well, Cash and Mirage still, I think it's still going to go Estonia's way too.
And we see 2 standard maps as usual.
Talking about Cobblestone, we've seen Estonia picking Cobblestone over Overpass. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, if you play together, you have some strats for it. You know all the smokes that are needed for that map. You can run some executes on the T side. On your CT side, you should have proper communication, seeing how you play together. You know the guys, so I think that's a good pick for them. because Overpass is a kind of a blue style map if you know how to play it. So I think Cobblestone suits them better.
Going into the first one, Cash and Soich, you said that this is weird pick by Israel.
I mean, but then again, I didn't expect Estonia to pick Mirage or to leave Cobblestone over Overpass. So, I mean, all that I wrote here pretty much makes no sense.
Pretty much you can do what Thorin does.
Yeah.
It's still in his hand.
Did Estonia?
Yeah, you have to throw it away now.
No, I'm gonna.
That wasn't. Yeah, you have to do it again because it wasn't on in the frame.
Never mind.
Need a paper?
We saw it.
I'll give you one. Here. Anything.
No.
You can do it again. Come on. Yeah. Okay.
Feels better.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm in the middle. The papers flying around.
Rema, your thoughts?
My thoughts.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Estonia won against Hungary last year on cash.
Yeah.
So they have a pretty good chance on that cash to win that one. All in all, as we mentioned, they have really good players and stuff, and they can definitely bring something to this cash. And it's a standard map. Like last year, for example, you couldn't really see cash that often. You would see like Death to Inferno and Mirage, for example, because Inferno was that standard map that they always played. So it came down to Cash, Mirage, and Dust 2, and I think standard maps like really suits both of these nations. Both of these nations probably know how to play it, know smokes and stuff like that. Why are you looking at me like that? Like,
No.
You really got carried away with your, story.
No, I'm thinking actually about the next question. So if you don't mind finishing your sentence, I can't wait to ask it.
I was making eye contact. I can't keep
I'm
this.
thinking about my next
I
question.
can't keep this up. And as I said, like two standard maps can go both in favor of Estonia as well as Israel, but Estonia has a pretty better players, so I think they have this one. Yeah.
You mentioned Inferno, and I wanted to stick a little bit on that. It's one of the maps I love the most, if you ask me, but you don't. Yeah. But that's why I wanted to ask you. Can you, predict when Inferno is going to come back?
Probably before
soon.
Before the next major?
November. No, I think even if it comes for a major, they won't play it. It will be just announced. But I think somewhere between November, October, because they kind of released the information.
The major
about
is in January.
Major is in January.
Yeah, but they will probably release it on major, but announce it.
Map,
announce it on maybe November.
Yeah, it won't be in the active pool right away.
Yeah.
When do you expect it to be?
I would definitely love to see Inferno back and remove Cobblestone right away. Right away.
You really need
Why?
that map.
Why? Cobblestone is...
I think that map needs a lot of rework.
Okay, so we have to go slowly with the predictions. Let's go.
Again.
Yes, again slowly. Not that slow, but yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
I said Estonia has the upper hand in this matchup, in my opinion, so I'm going to go with Estonia. I know they pick City, but still I'm going to go 16-10.
A little bit quicker.
16-8.
16-6.
Estonia.
That was quick enough. Thank you, guys. Estonia versus Israel, map number 1. Hugo and Volti takes away, guys.
Welcome back, everyone, to what should be another thrilling matchup between these two teams, and we're just going to kick it right off in the pistol round. I'm here, Hugo, with Volti, and it seems like Israel are off to a great start, taking control of the A side just seconds into the round, and already 4 players still alive with the bomb down as well. There will be some picks found by Estonia actually to equalise it back out, but Nertz will be doing some damage onto H. I mean, it's just going to be Rops alone in a 1 versus 2. Bombs down for main, but he does have a kit to work with as well as the smoke. There's no way he'll be able to jump on this bomb without taking out at least one of the opponents, but the smoke will go down. He's just going to be tapping it. They think it's a commitment. They're going to just run straight towards it. This could be perfect for him. He's just around the edge of the smoke, takes out one, should be able to jump on the bomb now, but he's actually going to fake it. This could be dangerous now. Z pushing in close. He does actually spot him out, and there we go. Rops finds the kill. That was absolutely textbook play from him, and he will actually have time for the diffuser. So Estonia, out of nowhere, put out that pistol round.
Well, it looks like we're going to have a heck of a game if we can put it that way. 1-0, and would not expect Estonia to go winners out of that one. They're gonna go with 2 UMPs, 1 scout, and 1 A4 on ROPS. Actually, 3 UMPs. Pardon me for that. And as they start their journey here in the second round, we'll see what they do. They play with 2 players on the B side, 2 players in middle, and 1 on A, and then obviously the flick player on short who can go back and forth between A and mid. So this is pretty much basic play, and we'll see if Israel comes with something shocking here or not. Sandan with that UMP will be going back and forth to see if he can find a frag. Goes down to 26 HP and is forced to back off. As that happens, on the other side of the map, Chetty finds another frag that he wants to take home, but I'm not really sure if he's going to be able to go out as a winner of that battle. Wow, how do you pronounce that name? Specs. Wasn't the analysts having problems with that as well?
Yeah,
Specs?
they were.
Yeah. Specs, let's say Specs. It sounds cool.
Specs, yeah.
Drops in middle. And they're just Estonia are really just waiting for these mistakes to be done by Israel. They're waiting for them to set the pace, and if you can adapt in these situations, I mean that's definitely one of the plays you want to go by. Ades though is gonna be decoyed up to watch upper, and as he does, he's gonna have some bullets hitting him, but still gets 1 frag on top of that. Fates, who is ready, not only 1 but 2. Frizer and Anarchist goes down, and Z decides to back off, as he's the only one remaining P250 in hand. He does have that bomb. If he could get this frag inside of main, he could go in for a... I was going to say plant, but then I realized there was another player on the A side.
And it seems like Chetty will be able to finish them off very shortly. But going into this match, we actually have a very similar situation to the Greece versus Ukraine game that we had earlier. It's 95% pet ratio on Estonia this time. And I'm not going to disagree with them. I feel like Israel aren't as, I was about to say as bad as Greece, but aren't as in such a difficult situation as Greece. But wait, is he about to do this or something? No, he'll get caught up. We'll be good. Okay. I was getting quite scared there for a second. But, yeah, Israel's opponent isn't as tough as Greece's opponent, is what I was trying to say. Greece going up against Ukraine, one of the best teams in the whole event. That's a difficult feat. But Estonia, maybe a good tier better than Israel. Does not mean that they are any Ukraine. But obviously, as you go into the early brackets in the qualifiers, you're going to have some serious mismatches up with teams, because there's some serious skill differences between all these teams in this event. But either way, off into the first buy round, it seems like Israel have gone for these full AKs here, and they've actually gone for some mid control. But HS, the Estonian legend, is just going to be shutting down 2 of them over in mid. Nertz does refrag them, so we're back into a 3-on-3. Bomb is still down for the Israelis, and they have access to it, meaning they can easily push towards the safe side if they choose to. But Estonia, they've read this perfectly. 2 players over towards A, got 1 over towards B as well, but the A player might actually be rotated. Could be bad, and it's all going to be on Sandbound to hold this one down for Estonia. First player, he's really got to show up here.
They are switching here, Estonia. They're going back and forth between middle and A, so I like this. I mean, it's really... at the same time, these are very small things, but it makes such a difference, because if you just spot 1 player out on middle 1 time with this player, you can pretty much make sure the whole team focuses on that very area and just lock them in instead. Especially when you're on that CT side, have 1 boost up vents, and then, do what you got to do. This time, though, they go behind that, all the way from T-spawn back over towards B with 35 seconds remaining. This has to be the final execute. I'm pretty sure it will be. Chetty with this A4. Gonna be throwing out a flash. Anarchies or Anarches. Bomb carrier with the rest of the team pushing through. Chetty just standing behind the boxes here, playing it right. Goes in for a fresh frag, decides to back off. Having his teammate in another position, just decoying back and forth on upper, is gonna be just so crucial for them to win this run. I want to say very good double play from them. 3-0. Thinking of those small things.
Yeah, nice hold there, and Estonia actually reading that in the last second, having the fast player to rotate from C obviously to B was pretty influential in them winning that round. And now, of course, we are going to see Israel without a bomb plant, down on the Seco, with only pistols across the board, no armor, just 4 P250s, a Deagle on Z and a flashbang on Frizzer. So maybe going for some kind of fast play just to pop the flash himself into a site and try and get that bomb down. It's going to be the best call for them. They want as much cash injection as they can, but instead, mid is going to be the call, and that may not go well, as HS and ROPS are in perfect position with these UMPs. Actually not upgrading to these M4s when they did go down. They're actually just going to be sticking with these UMPs, which is going to be perfect, as well as the shotgun on Chetty, to actually get some money in their pocket. Estonia looking good economically, but the issue is now they do have to upgrade, so getting rid of those SMGs and shotguns, or Or maybe not for Machete. He may be sticking with a Nova, and I can't blame him. It's a decent gun if you're playing over towards a B site or checkers.
Let's see what he does with that. Goes middle, is he? Is he going middle? Oh, he's gonna go offensive, is he? No, over 2A. Just doing his thing, throwing out those smokes, all of that stuff. But now they're leaving the middle entirely open to come up from behind. And I think this backstab actually might work for Iser, though. He's gonna deny one first. It's gonna be Fates going down, 18 HP remaining after that. Ooh, I was gonna say smoke, but flashbang going out as well. HS in a very doable situation to get at least one. Specs has got to be going down due to that matter of fact being nerds at the same time opening up the A side. They need to have this control, and Rops, luckily enough, does have that with the AWP. Could go in for another one as they start executing here, but playing safe with that AWP is just what the T side wants to do. Smoking off the front of Forklift right there. Samban and the gang. We're eventually gonna pushing themselves in here. Frizer, yeah, good frag coming up.
Oh, but HS, he's in perfect position to just stop the bomb plant there. Drops Frizer, and now it's a 1v2, but HS, he's not... Oh, okay. He's not alive is what I'm going to say. Yeah, no, that's what I was going for. Estonia. Yes, you lose that first round. Israel grabbing it. They will be down on this low kind of buy. They could actually, yeah, they could get a buy up. If Fetch actually drops Rops, they will be able to afford. So that's more than doable, and they've actually got plenty of nades to go with it too. But Rops instead has actually gone for the PT50, and Fate's just going for the full buy with all the nades and the kit as well. So I do agree with that. But Rops, again, PT50 could be a bit of an issue. He is playing close mid though, which is a perfect kind of position. So as maybe checkers would be to utilize that one-shot headshot capability with the pistol there. Israel, on the other hand, they've obviously got full rifles, apart from one Mac 10 here, a bit low on the money. Not Mac 10, MP7 here. A bit low on the money, because he does have the AWP over towards B, and it seems that B is their choice at the moment. They've got the bomb situated right outside of it with 3 players, and they're actually going to get the first pick, so this may lead to think they're going to completely cover this site now and say, no, they back off. This is strange. Israel, they found the pick. They've actually faked towards this. This could work quite well. They're actually splitting towards middle, and this could be great, but the only issue here is Rops, who's over in vent, who will get this information. He spots them out, doesn't get any damage, but he knows that they're no longer in B, and the fake is completely up for Israel. They have to hurry up and split towards the site, but it's a 4v3. They have plenty of time to work with here, and a nice push out of Connector is going to be Sandban will be able to drop the bomb.
And that is a little bit of a team damage about to happen right there. Fate coming up from truck will be shooting like crazy. All 3 of them at the same spot, and this is where that AG from T could just be Frizer could be killing them so hard right there. Zai picks up that very nade though, goes for the plant, and it's a 2-on-3 situation. Nerds in a good position just to bait out him for a first kill. It doesn't even bait, he actually goes straight up and in for it. Samvan going down, and Fates has to go in for a reply here. They're on a 2-on-2 situation. This should be doable for Estonia, but still Israel is holding this down so well. And due to the fact that they're just flicking back and forth between the corners, it's like, HS, what are they going to do together even here? They don't have much nades to work with either. The only thing that they really have, and the only thing that they can rely on, is that HS utilizes this dev kit to the maximum.
The time is ticking. Surely no 100 to get... What? HS? I think he's got time. No.
Yeah, he does. He does.
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Oh my god. I was just about to congratulate Israel on their perfect peeking techniques. They were both peeking together, playing together in that 2v2. Yeah. And it secured them, obviously, that first kill. But as soon as HS picks up that first headshot, it's like, what are you doing? Why are you peeking? And it just all goes downhill for Israel. And the clutch, I think, is real. That was a terrible joke. I'll be quiet. But Estonia, wow, 5-1 now. They actually managed to reset the economy of Israel. If you have a look at the scoreboard, you can see that Israel got rid of that got rid of that loss bonus, and now are back on it, the 1,400 loss bonus, so not the 3,600 loss bonus. So that's not looking good for them in terms of economy. You can see they are going for the force. Luckily, the bomb plant was down, so they do have enough rifles and nades to go around. A couple of pistol players, but 3 rifles nonetheless. Going for slow play.
Yeah, it feels like the utility for Israel is really the key reason to why they get into the side a lot of the time. Without the utility, it's like Estonia just hammers them apart. Aegis here. They actually go best here. Looks like Specs will be allowed to get... What? Aegis. Surviving that. Weird enough. And no. I also just... I don't... Sorry for Swedish, but that is just...
What?
Like, God.
That's very unlucky. But either way, play from Israel, actually putting that molly down. And now we're into a 4v3 with a favour on the terrace. And look at this map stack. We've got 3 of the Estonian players over towards the B site or middle, and 4 players on Israel, or 3 of them heading towards A, 1 over towards mid, just holding the flank. And this is going to be absolutely perfect. For Israel actually turns it into a 4 versus 2 there by picking up Samvan over in middle, and now it's just HS and Robs. And surely they're going to save these guns when they hear the bomb goes down in just a few seconds from the Israel side. They've realised, though, the site is completely clean, and they're going to be able to get an easy bomb plant there with no contestation on the inside. And that's got to be a save. Surely they can't go for this.
Feels like Estonia in this round got overconfident, really. Started pushing early round into main, only utilizing a flashbang, by the way. Actually, sometimes it works, but, you have 2 players, you go in one by one like that, or they went in with 2 people, one of them died, went in for a reply instantly. But then a lot of times, you have that Molotov, for example, you decide to stay for a long time. All these very small individual mistakes as well play into roles. So I'm not sure if they're finding themselves superior to Israel, because I'm certainly seeing that they're not. But yeah.
Yeah, but Israel actually buying right off a loss and actually winning it there. So good play from them.
Yeah.
They will secure that round with still full guns left. They do have a D down Anakas, but he's just going to drop that off. Not sure if another team member will pick that up, or they will on Sheps. How do we Specs? Is that it? Yeah, Specs. I almost said Schweppes there. No, he's not a drink, he's Schweppes. But either way, Estonia is still going to be able to buy off of that. Not too strongly, though. We've obviously got the saved rifles, but these 2 pistols may be the death of them, although it worked for Israel. And now they're just getting very aggressive up in Squeaky. Lots of damage done by Samban. Z is very low, and they actually managed to pick him up. That's going to allow them to back off, but Schweppes has taken advantage of the lack of main control and pushed out. He will go down, though, to Faced, and now it's just a 4 versus 3 in the favour of the Estonians. Complete site overtake from Israel with no defence coming out from these CTs, and they're going to be able to get the bomb down. But still, this is going to be a difficult retake from Estonia, despite having the man advantage. Samvan's very low, and their weapons, on 2 of them, aren't perfect.
Try to focus on the open venues here coming up from behind. B lobby would be the best alternative I see from them. But stacking up like this, I mean, we've seen it before. They only can go for replies. That would be what gives them this round. Nerds going in for a first right there. The AWP, they spot him out. HS! You can see his gun. Goes for the kill eventually. Pressure goes down. 2-on-2 situation. Equalizes it back. Nerds with the AG just landing quite perfectly. Gets another wall bang right there. And they do have the double play with a double op setup as well from the same position. 2 and 3 kills by them together. So both of them really making this round possible for Israel.
Yeah, very well done by them. And they're actually, surprisingly picking up a couple of rounds in a row. And Estonia usually are the kings of 4 spies, at least the old online bots were. They seem to be fairly decent at that. But we are going to see the full eco coming out from Estonia, or almost full eco. Only 3 pistols brought up. Aggressive B play coming out from them, but of course it is the complete wrong side of the coin in Israel. They've rushed all towards A, and now they can just grab the bomb. You can see they have a spotter towards T spawn in Arnikas, so now they can just grab the bomb and go towards A. But actually, they're choosing to fight this. I'm not sure if I agree with this one. Just going for these eco frags. Seems to be working out quite well. They do lose a player, but there we go. Complete spray down from Z. Picks up 3 kills, as you do, all headshots. And Israel, they're going to be taking the 4th round. Their 4th round there.
I think the idea for this was that, as you mentioned, online bots were like the gods of force buys. And if they do have a force buy, why not just counter that and make sure that they are not allowed to save any of that they just invested in, even though they didn't hear. But, pre-thoughts.
Yeah, that could be the reason. Or they knew they were just up against armorless players and just wanted to completely destroy them.
Yeah.
So instead of, if they got a flank kill and then just grabbed a rifle, it's better to just fight all 5.
Yeah.
But either way, it worked out for them, I guess, and we will see an almost equal score here, just going in the favour of the Estonian team. They do have 4 rifles and 1 AWP on ROPS, but the utility is seriously lackluster, as well as no kits here on the C side, so need to be careful with this. But luckily, they've got a good stack going on. 2 players towards A and 2 towards middle. The B-checkers guy can rotate quite slowly, but again, there's a lot of support on this A site, which is where Israel are planning to hit here. Smokes goes down, and now the mid player, the split, he's gone. Schweppes is out of the server, and now there's only 4 players left on Israel, and they're all going to be making their way towards the A site. Up against the 4 Estonians, this can't be good for them. Molotov does go in, and they will manage to make their way right onto the plant. Bombs should be going down shortly, but Estonia is just not allowing it right now. It's a 2v2, and HS will also secure the kill to Nerds, leaving just Arnikas up in the top of heaven. Ooh, spot out that player, picks him up. The AWP zoom in does not help out Robs there, and now it's a 1v1. HS just has to hold on to the site here. There's only 40 seconds left on the clock, so Arnicus has to go pretty massive here. Oh, he will do it though. Israel, 5 rounds.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. They
Yeah,
just took
neither.
that back. Well, they do step it up, and I feel like, I mean, looking at the stats, HS with 14 frags and the rest of them with like half of that. So maybe stepping up entirely when it comes to the full team would be one of the things that kicks them back here, Estonia. And I feel like Israel are really just working it out together, utilizing not only nades, but timing it perfectly so that, you know, if there's one player pushing at one specific spot, have another player at another spot who can counter them if they do get a first frag at you or what's not. So it's like they're pushing together here, even though they really aren't, in different locations. Let's see. They're up in main, 3 people. They have the bomb dropped in a neutral position still, so they can decide to back up if that's needed. Specs here trying to open up with an entry. They do utilize the fact that they know that this is going to be a low budget round. K47 doing like crazy through that smoke. We'll be getting one. One to be honest, but one is already out on quad, and he's going to drag a lot of attention to it. So getting another frag right there from Nerds from main. Fries are in the gang. Not much going on. Fates and Sandman.
Good defense on the site.
Definitely. But yeah, that neutral position in the with the bomb was just perfect for them. Get that plant. Though Estonia has done good work. I'd say just going in for a save here would be one more optimal move. Then again, obviously they're going to be able to buy in the next round, I'm pretty sure, so.
But talking about buying, the economy on Israel's looking pretty decent so far. They've got a lot of money to work with. One player even up to 8k, so not an issue there to say the least. But on the other hand, you know, Estonia, they will just be able to buy out. Oh, look at this molly. That is perfect landing, Sandman. There we go. Frieza, absolutely brilliant there. And Israel, yep, 6-5 now. This is really unexpected. We went into this thinking Estonian, you know, really, really good players, you know, well-respected scene at least, whereas Israel, we've never really seen too much like Greece in the previous matchup. I don't think I can name an Israel team, a team from Israel, sorry. You know, I honestly couldn't, I don't think. So, you know, this is a real dark horse, and they're proving to be a good match for Estonia. But it is early days. This is the first map. The Mirage is obviously coming up right after this.
Executing into the B side together right here. Chetty in a good position not to only get one, but to get that second one as well. Probably, I was going to say, but Anarchy's allowed to survive. Goes for the plant. The rest of the team are just playing this safely. A little bit out on the yard, but still taking their post-plant positions and making sure that they hold every single angle that they can. Chetty in a position which might get fired from Anarchez. On another one, Sandman as he goes up. Chetty might be the next victim here, but comes all the way up, and Nerds in the back is just going to backstab the heck out of them. Fates going down right there, and 7-5 is what we're looking at. And one thing about Israelis that I was going to say is that, you know, these are the guys that you meet in pugs. You meet Israelis in pugs a lot, especially on Faceit. I don't know why, but on Faceit I meet a lot of Israelis, and they're godlike. Every single one of them. They have like 5k hours, and they're just godlike. Are these pug gods? Might that be it?
Some of them may be playing in this tournament, you never know, but either way, they're proving to be a very good match so far. 7-5 being the 5% underdogs is a rare sight to see in Estonia. They're going to be getting aggressive up towards the squeaky area. They'll control the bomb, but if they peek out, they may realise it's just completely left out in the open. They should be able to get it. But meanwhile, Israel, they're actually taking mid here. They've pushed one player up aggressively. That's Ships. Vex, sorry, pushed all the way up. Does take down Chetty. Nice headshot there. And Israel, they found the opening pick they need. 4 players died.
So, with 2 players, I don't know what Estonia is really doing. They're waiting for a push into Squeaky with 2 players. But if they're stuck in that position, the only thing they can really do when they get out on the A side, if they even do that, that is Israel, going into the A side, they can backstab them, but that's all they can do unless they start pushing here. And Z is going to spot them out. They're pretty much just waiting for this first defense, and Estonia has really, they've really exposed their positions right now, so what they can do is really battle that in the best possible way. Samban with the P250 goes for Specs or Schweppes. I don't know, Specs, yeah.
Specs.
Or
We're going to do that all game.
Yeah.
Oh, but Slamban, good smoke shot there. Does take out Arnicaz. And now it's a 3v3, but all it's going to take is Rops to push open the door. He does do so. 2 kills in the bag for him, and now it's all on Z. Only 20 seconds left, and he has to get this bomb down. He has a couple of flashes to go away around the site, and he will do so. Drop Sandan now, and now it's all on to Fates, and he will find that fatal headshot. Estonia, they're still in this 6-7 now, just denying Israel that round.
I understand why Israel wants to go into the A side still after seeing a player inside of Squeaky. Is that okay? Well, if we can get him, maybe he's the only player remaining, right? But it's really just relying on the fact that you've been counting players, right? So maybe backing off after spotting. What was it? 2, 3 players on the site?
2.
Yeah, would be a good position for them to go with, especially with a fake, because they've been proven to fake a lot and good fakes as well. I think that was, yeah, Israel.
Oh, missed flash there by Chetty, though. Got to do a bit of team damage, we see, and Israel instead is going to be pushing all the way up, taking advantage of the mid-control they have, and Freezer going to be going massive. 2 kills in the bag, and Estonia, they've got to come back with Samvan and Rops to do some good damage to actually pull them back into the round. But at this point, Israel should be pushing straight into a site. They don't have any A control, so going for the A push is very risky. It will pay off slightly as Nertz drops Samvan, but Rops does get the refrag. At this point, they should have just gone straight into B, straight in through vents, and obviously come in through B main. With the lack of a main control and the ease of getting to B quite quickly, but either way, they got the pick, and Rops is now going to be the last one alive. I do understand the decision though, but he's got to go massive again. So Flash comes in, he's going to have to walk through the smoke if he doesn't want to save, and I don't think they're going to let him. But there we go, Freezer. Smoke shots him down, and they should get that up as well if they need it.
Feels like Israel are making a lot of logical decisions rather than, try to come with an element of surprise a lot of the time. So, I mean, Estonia, they should be able to read this pretty easily, I want to say. But then again, Israel, they have times where they just split up so much that you spot one player at another position, even though it's really logical for them to go at one spot, you can really expect them to do so. But because of the fact that they're so spread out at the early beginning, where, okay, not all the time in the early beginning, not that we're seeing that they're pretty much stacked up towards the A side of the map, but what is going on here? Aegis and Fates opening up with 2. And this is a low-budget round as well. Estonia, they didn't have a lot of nades to work with in this round. They even have a P250 on Aegis, so with that being said, if they win this round, it's quite a savior for them. I mean, that one round, I always feel like it's a massive difference between 8-7 and 9-6.
Yeah, it's pretty important, obviously, and still, no one's out of the woods just yet. Israel, they have got all the rifles, but again, they're down a player in comparison to Estonia. The 2 pistols, so on these CT side, and there's Israel just taking things slow. They're just waiting and slowly trying to work their way out into middle. Rops is there, and oh my god, great shot from Z to shut down Rops. Good aim, and his head is going to mean Israel are now in a more advantageous situation. They will set their sights towards B, it seems, but this is where 2 players are stacked, so got to be the worst of the 2 options. Still, they don't have that information just yet, and the smoke goes down into CT. They're definitely committing to this B site now. The bomb is also through vents, so they're going to be pushing all the way on, and the rotations are coming in from the Estonians too. And great position by Shetty. He will only get 1 on suspect, as he will refrag an HS on the site with a pistol, making it useful, picking up a kill onto Freezer, and it's all on Z now, 1 versus 2. But Samba going to finish him off.
And it was a savior, 8-7. So, I mean, this is Israel's pick, right?
Yeah, it is. Mirage is Estonia's pick. But yeah, either way, regardless of who pick it is, Israel actually toppling over Estonia with 8-7 on a 5% bet ratio is
it's
never expected. We came into this ourselves thinking not only just because swayed by what we saw on paper, not only that, but Israel, they don't have as established scenes as Estonia. Not that Estonia is super established, but I mean, still.
Yeah, we've seen online boss and all these teams as well, right? So you would expect better plays from Estonia than we're seeing right now, and especially to counter Israel. But now, and speaking of the pistol round, it looks like they can counter them in a way because they do make it a 2-on-2 situation. But overall, I mean, definitely, everyone would expect Estonia to do better in this battle. But so far, Doesn't look like it. Israel is still in the lead, even though if this is, a pistol round that can change that. We have yet to know, right? Chetty and HS gonna go for this boost with only 2 players alive, which
The only issue with this is it splits up their players. They kind of want to be able to stick together so they can trade, and pushing one player up mid and sending the other through a main in a 2v2 is really risky because they don't want to have to split these players here, but again, they could get a lot of information from the play. So they're actually going to commit to this. They got so much time. HS will actually drop down there, so yeah, they are going to both commit to A site here. Vex, he does have a Tech 9, and we all know that that is a pretty lethal gun from a close range where he's playing, and got to find that HS onto him, in fact. Slowly pushing out here. Schweppes just holding the angle, waiting for the play to be made, and he will actually spot out the first player there. HS peeks straight into him, but Chetty's actually going to find the headshot to finish him off, leaving just Z, and now he's got to come in with a 1v2 with a P2000. 20 seconds down, but the bomb will go down, and this should be a round in the bag for Estonia as long as they don't overpeak.
this reminds me of the other pistol round.
Yeah, it's pretty similar actually, isn't it? He does have a kit as well, but not HS, the Estonian Xanteres.
Let's see.
Oh,
Betty
no.
taking the glory away from him. How dare you? 8-8 though, and Estonia wins that round. To be fair, like Israel, it's not like they do a bad job or anything. It's just Estonia are really smart when it comes to the information that they're taking in the middle right there. And I understand the decision of boosting him up at the earlier stage of the round when you're in a 2-on-2 situation, because you want to make sure that the player who's flicking between A and mid isn't there, because then you can make sure, okay, just check hat while quick. If there's no one there, then it's probably empty and you can continue onto the side. That's exactly what they did to get that plan. So really making the best out of the situation. What they did there.
Yeah, and it seems like Estonia have set their eyes towards the B site here. They're going to be just going for a fast and aggressive play. Israel holding things down. We do have Z on the site to do some damage. We'll grab one. Actually, Dinks Samban too, so it's down to a 4v4. He only has to follow up one more recurring shot to actually shut him down there. And HS, he needs to get rid of this little bug on the site. Z's just dipping and diving left and right to pick up these headshots, and he will finally be silenced there by HS, but Schweppes trying to push in through the smoke here, won't be allowed to, just going to block his vision, but will actually spot out HS, securing the kill with his scout as well. But it's a 3v3 at this point. It could go either way. It's advantage to no one. These two scouts are going to be a bit of an interesting buy, and Rops will actually shut down Schweppes, so we're into a 3v2, but the rotates are coming in, and Frieza, he's in position over by Carl, ready for this push.
May say Rops only got a frag right there, but I think that might be the most crucial frag of this round for Estonia to win. Blocks off so many chances of them, and having 2 players quickly on the A side. Rops gonna be flashed out. Oh, still getting the how does that happen? Rops just randomly spraying, gets nerds. Frizer with that scout, and not sure if he's. I mean, set 13 HP remaining. Really should be going in for a save. He's on the CT side either way, so he's gonna get the money, right? So
yeah, he nothing really to lose. Just take the scout into the next round when you have full health and try and get a pick, maybe get a rifle, just so you can up with damage. I mean, it's obvious. The HP isn't even the thing. It's just the fact that the T's have control of the site. They're just going to be holding the angles, so you're not going to have a good chance in actually getting anything from this. So yeah, save obviously going to be the more viable option, and Estonia will actually prevail there, just leading 9 to 8 to Israel. And we will see another eco come out from these CTs before they go into their first buy round.
I'm not sure Nerd's picking something up. No, look like it. They do have the P250 on Z, who's been delivering pretty alright with that weapon, I want to say so far. Let's see about the scout here from Frizer. Hopefully we'll... Never mind. Samban just taking them down instantly right there. Schweppes, I mean, with the USP will be going down. HS just dominating. They're really just getting in and gliding in with their SMGs, knowing damn well that they're going to take this round home. Z with a P250 could play a backup role and actually get a frag here, and he will be doing so. HS going down, and that overpush is going to be just enough for Z to get a small bit of money extra into his bank, but 65 HP remaining without any armory is going to be hard to counter anything, definitely. But goes in for another one. Might that be a third? Nah, Rops, he's in it for the backstab. He's in it all in. Yep.
There we go.
Take this one.
good flank, and Estonia, they may just be leading this, and it may actually carry on, as if Israel don't hurry up and step up to shut them down in this first buy round, this could go all wrong. And if Estonia starts picking up a few more round leads, that could be it in this first map. But again, I say that first map, this is obviously a best of 3. It is single elimination bracket here in the TWC first round of qualifiers, but single elimination bracket means you need to pick up every map you can. And Estonia, they're going to be going for a fast mid boost here. 2 players up towards mid here for the CT, so they've got a good stack. And Freezer and Nertz will be holding things down pretty excellently.
They open up the entire B side just by getting that frag from Rops. Then again, the vent player is going to be rotating quickly because he has a mid control. Smart positioning from Israel, I gotta say, especially these first frags to really work their way, utilizing these positions. And oh my god, Robs is gonna be boosted at the same time. Nertz, who's gonna win the battle? Nertz will be winning it, and he goes in for the double frag instantly, 10-9. And luckily for Israel at this stage, it looks like they might be back on track any second. Not only making sure Estonia, falls down when it comes to the economical situation, but getting rid of that off who was in their way. Robs really opening up that B side could have been a big risk for them. So this is another round to take home, I'd say, for Israel. Let's hope they utilize that P90. I'd love to see some P90 plays in professional Counter-Strike.
That would be fun indeed. And look at this. So close to A main, could be perfect if he just sneaks through the smoke. Nade will go in instead. They're actually going to back off to a safe position, so not going to be overpeaking too much here. And the Molotovs will be set up, and they're going to be ready to push onto this site here. Nuts boosted up onto the site. There is spotting out. H does find the first kill, but he will be traded out there by Nuts. Now it's a 4v4, and the bomb is actually dropped deep in the site. Rops does another kill. He actually picks up two as well. Estonia leading onto this A site here. Z will get a refrag just to defend things off against a Jess, and the bomb still hasn't gone down, so they have no need to rush into the site preemptively. It will finally be planted here for Estonia. So Israel, they have to get on with this retake, and if they don't find a first pick fast, if one of their players goes down very early, they should probably look at saving the last gun. Needs to go in though. This will find on to Sandvan, flicks away, tries to pick up a second, but not going to be able to do so. Rops does go down though, and now Tool and Chetty, 1 versus 2, peeks out into it, finds a first, but the flank is going to come in from Arnicus, and that will be the refrag and the round taken by Israel, but only just in time. 10-10 now, equalization of the score, and Jesus, what a close map this really has been.
10-10. I mean, anything that Israel can do to win this map will be, obviously anything to win any game would be what you want to do, right? But this is the map that they know they have the biggest chance on winning, and doing anything you can at all times is really the motto here for Israel. I want to say Specs. The smoke over towards A main. They do have a very defensive push over towards B here, Estonia. Even though they're sneaking, they're gonna explode in here, and let's see if they can make sure. Yeah, ooh, Fates is waiting on that. If you had the information from earlier round, Rops and the gang getting in here, cleaning up the site. Not only the site is what they have to clean up, though. They need to make sure vents, entire vents room is clear. Rops and Chetty together with Sandman working this out perfectly fine together. 3-on-1 situation. Nertz with an MP7. Did not be able to take this one home, but we never know yet, right? Rops is going to be going down. Chetty and Sandman with that AWP will be trying to counter him as soon as he's going to show himself, and that AG is just enough.
Kobe, Estonia picking up another round, and not just resetting Israel, but still, with the amount of players that they keep losing in these rounds that they do win, they are going to be on the eco despite them actually picking up 2 in a row. So only pistols across the board, no armor. It's going to seem, I guess Arnicus could get some, but it wouldn't really be worthwhile. Could save for the AWP in the upcoming rounds. But either way, Estonia are only just leading this by 11-10, and God, Volti, I don't think any of us expected this this performance from Israel coming into this. It's truly fantastic.
Oh. Anarchy is going in for a first right there. To be honest, I would not expect them to even get 6 rounds. I thought this would be a pure stomp, to be honest. I'm going to be fully honest with everyone who's watching this stream. Never thought it'd go this well for them. Even though it's their map pick, it's like, who are they? It's Israel, sure, but what? How? Anyways, Estonia seems to be picking up the pace again. Let's see if they can get into this B site. It is completely empty, so making sure it is only the first step for them to then get to the point of planting the bomb. They will be wasting some ammunition right there. Specs is going to be Specs, that is, sorry, is going to be realizing that as they do, and being shot from one angle is just what he has to be. Fights will be going in for that frag. Going for a situation now. Chetty with the AK-47, instant headshot. Nert's going down, and Zai's left alone. I mean, he doesn't have anything to lose at this stage either way, so try and get one frag with you as you rush in here. And that's all good in the hood.
Yeah, all good indeed. He should just be holding for these extra frags, obviously. Again, I just feel like it's a bit of a waste of time. Only P2000. Oh, sorry, it's P250. Ah, the models look so similar. But either way, no, he could easily pick up a headshot and maybe grab a gun. But even if he doesn't save with a weapon, he'll get some economical damage like that. You know, that could make a lot of difference in the long run. You know, in 3-4 rounds, you never know what's going to happen. So, regardless, Estonia are still going to pick up that round here. 12-10. Favor of the terrorists here in Israel. They will be able to go for this buy. Only just though, a couple of players quite low on money, and oh, it seems like they're going to go for a quasi instead, just a bit of investment. I mean, I do agree with it because obviously they didn't have enough to go for the full buy across all 5 players, but there could be a point argued for either way. You know, they could have committed to a full buy and then they could have stuck with this. But either way, aggressive B push once again from Estonia, and they're actually making good work of the Israelis. They're actually picking up 2 first frags as they get straight onto the B side with basically no contesting from the CTs here, and Israel have got to come back in with the retake already. The bomb will make its way towards the site.
Look at how defensive Estonia gets. As soon as they spot out there are pistols, they make sure they don't go super... now that I said so, Fates went really offensive, but for example, they're holding their backs much more with Chetty on a super further front line. What am I saying? Back line of the team. With not only himself, but another player to make sure they do not pick up these rifles, knowing very well that this is a force buy. They want to make sure they limit their chances in future rounds as well. Proves again that Estonia really are thinking about everything here. Face finding another frag. Nert's going down, picking up a deagle, so he's the one to profit off of that instead, and Sai going down, or Z. But again, Estonia, I think it's especially in these rounds that you get to see that they are the better team as well, knowing that, okay, they do think of these very, very small but so massive things that can make, change things dramatically in the game that Israel hasn't really been showing us that they do. But at the same time, Israel has a really good team play that I'm not all the time seeing from Estonia. Estonia are making small mistakes sometimes, especially, on the CT side where they push through Squeaky. A very good example of, small mistakes. Even though they won that round, it could have been a massive fail for them.
But we're going to see a boost here over on the A side from Nerds. Specs, boosting him up here into the Shroud spot. This could be absolutely perfect because we're going to see an A site take come out from Estonia. Fates actually checking this. I think they're aware there may be the possibility of a player being up here, and Nerds will actually secure that first kill. Lots of damage onto HS as well. Following up with a second. This could be perfect, but Chetty is going to walk straight out on the site and shut him down. Specs still returns fire, so we're into a 2 versus 4 series. And Estonia, they should be able to take control of this site, but the retake may be on the hands of the Israelis, and Frizzo will actually shut down HS, meaning Israel. They're going to take 11-13.
Yeah, Nerds really bought the time for the team right there to really locate themselves and make sure that they were in the right position to catch them as soon as they got into the site. Without him, they'd probably be out much quicker here. So, smart play coming up here, but that's a one and done spot now, so Estonia will probably be ready for that in the next upcoming rounds. Chetty with, I don't know what that AG was, but if there was a quick push in towards a counter boost, I guess that is. Nerds, Bex, oh my god, Fate's going down.
Oh, nice wallbang though, Nerds. This is perfect. They're just picking up these early kills, and Estonia have no way to refrag it. As long as they don't over peak, like this in middle, this could be dangerous from Frizzer, so he just needs to hold back. They've got this man advantage 5-3, so they don't need to take any more fights. And Z and Frizzer are a perfect example of this, just holding down fast. Of course, Frizzer, nothing he can do, just forced out for the molly, but his teammate peaks with him. Absolutely perfect. Z does get taken down though, so we are back into a 2 versus 3. But Israel still had the man advantage here, and that's going to be very important coming into the late round.
Again, and that's what I'm talking about in comparison of Estonia and Israel. Israel has that double play a lot of the time. Estonia, they have the probability of splitting up in some scenarios like this one. I'm not sure. Now they're pushing together here on middle, as I mentioned it. So, bomb up towards short, I'm assuming, but they will want to make sure that he can get out there safely by having an opper Up on the long range specs here with the AWP. Oh, just waiting for hops. They heard the jumps. They have the information now, at least of one player being up on towards short. That AWP from Carr is going to be so crucial because Samvan, if he gets spotted out, that's not only him going down, but the bomb as well. Picks up a first frag on Nertz, though, and perfect timing on that is going to allow him to get that plant. Not only that, but for them to get the post-plant positions as well.
And see, that's the thing. Israel had that round in the bag with Nertz's position there. Of course, if he actually got the first kill, that would have been round over because Estonia wouldn't have had time to plant with only 10 seconds left. But now, 2 AWPs on a retake. They're going to really have to pull the cat out of the hat to do this one. They're coming in, double up. They're not actually grabbing a rifle. Instead, the nade actually takes down the first player. So Alice is just completely turned around. Estonia, they've only got Samban. He picks up the first, still peeking around the wrong angle, and he gets shut down with the CZ-75. Arnikes actually secures it, grabs the kit from upper as well, and will be able to get on that bomb with plenty of time remaining. Israel, they don't stop showing up, do they?
Question is, why didn't he pick up the skin on that op?
I
Right?
think that's the last thing on his mind. What skins he got at the moment? That's the question. Hyper Beast. Now, why would he trade it out for a? Yeah, he's got a Hyper Beast. Why would he trade it out for what was it up there?
I don't know about skins. I just thought that one looked much cooler.
Nah, he has a Hyper Beast. Doesn't trade that. That's pretty decent.
Guys, I'm sorry if I'm not good with values and stuff. I'm not a skin guy. Ooh. That AG, that Kobe could have been. Ooh, that Kobe is good. Look at that. Look at the damage it dealt. Oh my god.
But Nertz, he's on an MP7 when they have enough money to buy Mafamas. I don't know. Going for these unique buys when you have enough money works if you want to buy something like a Mag 7 that's really good close range, or a Scout that can get some good tags off. But I don't see the use in buying an MP7. Buy a UMP. Less money, and it's way more useful against armored players. MP7 is useless against armor. In most cases, UMP will be just far superior in not only range but also accuracy and damage.
And cost.
Armor penetration and cost. $500 cheaper, you can get a couple of names for that. But either way, he's going to go down early, and luckily he has his teammates to refrag it out, so they're back into a 4v4. But Estonia, they still need to take some mid control, or maybe B control is going to be their choice there. But Israel stacking 2 players over towards B and also over towards A, so it's going to be a bit of an issue whichever site they choose here. But at least they have time to pick. 44 seconds left, and hurry up with their decision though, because time, while it is okay at the moment, is going to be ticking down in specs. He's going to be in a good position. Flash comes in, smoke comes in as well. He's going to be able to retreat back to CT spawn and leaving just his teammate on the site. Anarchist gets completely shut down by Rops, headshot in the face, and now it's into a 4v3. But Estonia only just getting the bomb down with 20 seconds left.
And I fully understand that Chetty is in this position. I mean, look at what that does for the team is just... It's massive. He's holding down middle, making sure that no one can come from vents, which is pretty much the pop position for anyone to stop a push into the B side, right? Come with a shocking, backstabbing or whatever. And, I mean, for him to hold that position just eases up so much for Estonia. They can pretty much just focus on the 2 main breaking points, upper and lower, and then obviously the side. So 3 spots for them to come in with, and with 3 players, that is just going to be easier, obviously. So very smart play coming up by them, and utilizing the fact that they're 4 versus 4 right here. Again, and that's something that you and I mention a lot, is that as soon as it gets equalized, it's always in favor of the T side.
It's true. Estonia only 1 round away from this dreaded match point, and I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Israel, they've put up such a good showing, but I'd hate to see them fall out like this. I'd love to see them pick up this map, because they really have shown up. They will be going for a very aggressive B play here, or maybe not an aggressive one, but a stack to say the least. This could be good. These positions are very off angle, so going to be ready for this one. The Molotov does come in, but it's not going to be tagging too much just yet. Arnicus backs off, and they don't know. They're not only Frizzer they've got to deal with. After they take him down, there's also Schweppes to peek out or either hold pass and just let them push towards him. And he... team kill. HS taking down his teammate, but there we go. Schweppes, great position, peeks out when they're not expecting it, gets a kill. Nertz over in middle, shuts down Chetty, and it's all on Samban now. 1 versus 3. They are armless, but he has a rifle and nades and everything.
Bombs dropped, so...
Yeah, needs to hurry up with that one. I don't think the CTs have got any control of the bomb, luckily for Samban. He doesn't realise that, that's the issue. He thinks they're watching the bomb, so now he's got to try and take it, and scared of the site.
He utilizes. I don't know, like the fact that you're wasting nades because of what you think is like one of the key reasons to why you don't have nades when you really need them, right? So
Ah, this is
look at this
bad.
nerds,
Yeah,
nerds, my God.
playing this perfectly as well, sneaking around the
Oh, is
angle.
he gonna knife him for real?
No,
Done.
he was just letting him get close so he didn't miss a shot. Because obviously, if he tries to take a range engagement and misses that first bullet, that's it. He's got no armor. He can't really recover
Yeah.
from that one. So he's waiting until he gets close and he can actually get him in the back, which is a really, really clever play. Taking everything into account here, Israel on the eco as well, going to be able to pick up their 13th round. And fighting against Estonia's 14th, they're going for the buy. So obviously, I agree with this. It makes sense when you're at this point. You don't want to start ecoing and let them equalize and build up a good bank. They want to shut them down while their money is not low, but on a tilting point. If they lose this round, they'll be screwed money wise. So Estonia going for the safe buy.
Yeah, and I think this mobility mix that they have now with the AKs and the Tech 9s might actually pay off cleaner because it looks like as soon as there comes like a bomb into a site, like a splash from Estonia, Israel gets a bit shaky and don't know what to do next. So let's see here if they have what it takes. And C instantly backs off, utilizes a flashbang, get a frag with him down. Z actually goes in for a frag and doesn't go down. Frizer supporting from short and looks like they know exactly what to do, and this wasn't really a splash though. Fates going down. AHS and Chevy left alone here. 2 AKs versus 4 A4s. 2 A4s. Yeah, a lot of different weapons. Main weapons. 14 to 14, and yeah, I agree on the fact that you want to go in for a force in that scenario, but Israel, they do have that chance of making this 16 to 14, right? Easier than they would if Estonia went for an eco right there, or at least a quasi.
They're going for the quasi, I think. Yeah. No, they're going for the buy, the full buy. They left a little bit of money when they don't need to completely spend. Like HS hasn't gone for nades, hoping that he'll be able to save that for the next round. But again, it's a huge risk there. And Israel playing it perfectly there in the previous round. Nertz not peeking out from quad until he really needed to, and one of the reasons they actually took it. But we're going to see again an A take from Estonia, and the only positive for them, of course, is Israel not playing deep on the site. But then again, that is a negative because they're going to have all their players left to retake this one. Vex will pick up that first kill. Rops goes down, and nice smoke shot there from Nertz actually to secure a kill onto Fates. And this A match actually may be the match point gathered for Israel in just a few short moments here. There's only pistols on these Estonian players, and Samban will do some damage, dropping Nertz, and now it's suddenly turned around. It's a 3v3. They just have to hold on. They don't need to peek, and there's no Molotovs left on Israel to force them out, although they don't have that information. And Frieza will push out of main, picking up that kill onto Samban. It's not over yet, though, because these close angles are going to be severely favouring these pistols. And, oh no, it's all on HS now. He the first kill, though. Goes around the corner, the diffuser's on, it's being stuck. He picks up the second on the Frizzer, going towards the third, and oh no, Z actually shuts him down. He tried so hard, but Z actually will get that diffuser. Just half a second left. That's so upsetting for Estonia. You've got to be on tilt after that. And while they did get the bomb down for that bit of a cash injection, they still can't full buy in Israel. They may pick up this final round. You never know.
This ain't okay. Good lord, Estonia. I don't know. See what they come up with here. And now that they've tried this so many times, coming with the same players over and over again towards the A side or towards the B side like they did when they actually won rounds, Israel eventually start countering that, and it perfectly works for them. It's like there's nothing at all that Estonia finds that works against Israel right now. What I would like to see is that you have the bomb in that neutral position like they did in the early stage of the T side, and as soon as they realize that they can get to somewhere without having too many difficulties, they do that and get that plant down, just like Israel did on the T side a couple of times as well. It's really the best way to counter these specific moments where you're just being beat down time after time after time. Samban and Frizer will be trading each other for the teams 15 to 14, and Estonia are fighting for this overtime.
Yeah, and they will set their eyes on A once again. I mean, the saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think this one's broke. I think A's broke. I think you should fix it. I think you should go somewhere else. They seem to be more successful over towards B. And they haven't really specified any mid-control at the moment on any of these rounds, really. So I think A is a dangerous play, but it could pay off, of course. They just need to find those entries, and they will commit to this one. Nertz is in a good position over by MBK, and Specs will pick up the first kill. Nertz also following up. He's doing a good job, but he does get traded out by Chetty, and now it's a 2v2. Arnikes with the AWP, and Z is already fast in the rotate. The Molotov goes down for the bomb, but it's far too late, and they will actually manage to get this bomb down. They just have to hold down. Don't have to peek here, but what's HS doing? He's just sitting on top of the site. He will get down, but no, Chetty. Great headshot. Estonia 15-15, and we will be going to overtime in this first map between Estonia and Israel.
What?
Volty just had a little mental breakdown, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Chetty just rushed him.
That was such a. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was a really stupid play from Estonia. I don't know how it paid off. But it did.
I think Estonia, and we mentioned Israel was more the logical team, right? They were thinking logically. And when you come with something like that, start pushing, it's not logical to start pushing in that situation at all. It's like a shock for Israel, like, wait, what are they doing? So Estonia are really playing with the element of surprise here. Maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a pure mistake, but it worked out and Israel lost that.
Yeah, I understood it. They had HS on the site so he could peek down highway, but Chetty was supposed to be pushed towards Car before HS boosted, so he had Car under control. But he didn't push towards Car until after HS had boosted, so it was too late. So in theory, it would make sense, but you have to execute it correctly. Luckily, Chetty found that headshot. But again, if he missed that shot, that would be just communication's fault, wouldn't it? Because they boosted too early. But either way, a round's a round, and it's over now. We're into overtime. This is MR5 here, so they need 6 rounds to secure this. Obviously, we have 5 rounds on either half, so one team could actually pick this up just 6-0, but that's probably going to be pretty rare. They have 16k money in the bank and actually spent most. Oh, sorry, no, 10k money. They've actually spent most of it. This is interesting. You don't usually see MR5 with 10k, but at least it brings the economy into the picture. At least the ecos are going to be also made like a real match. And Estonia got to be pushing in towards the B site. Annika's doing some good work though, picking up 2 kills. No scope. Follows it up with a 3rd one. Face will drop, and now Chetty, who has to come in through vents, is going to be the last alive. But nope, he's dead over in mid. And Israel, they're going to take the 16th round.
Ooh, this overtime. Going
to be pretty scary, I think, for either team. I'm scared, and I'm not biased. I don't have a issue with if either team wins, and I'm scared for both teams because this is just too close. I'm scared because Estonia are meant to be stomping Israel right now, and I'm scared because Israel could be doing so well and then just lose out at the last second. Could be upsetting, but this is only the first map, so there's still going to be some deciders as well. And here we go again. Estonia, instead of B, they're going for a fast mid play, and it's not going to work out. They do find the first frag, but get traded out quickly. That's still favourable for them, but instead backing off towards the A site, it seems. And players over towards main. We got the squeaky push from HS, and just going slow in. But they will commit to this site though. Chetty.
Chetty's in the position.
Mid. Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe you should just take a quick peek up and see if he can find information on middle, rather than staying and holding their back, and that's exactly what he's going to do after a while. He'll even get a kill with them down, but Aegis is going to be going, ooh, that team kill again, lol. 2-on-4 situation, Fraser left alone here. He could be doing this. To be honest, he does have the ability to do so, and with the smoke, with the flash, with the AG, all that stuff, all that good jazz, he can more than rather actually take this one home. That AG make a difference, but now that he didn't, Fraser is going to find himself with only a smoke remaining. Comes up, AK-47 in hand. Fought the first player out, goes in for the first. Chetty falls down. It's a 1-on-1 situation, and he hits it! Sandman goes down. He clutches around.
Rizza takes both kills, and Israel, they live to fight another day. 17-15 here. 2 rounds into overtime. I don't know either, because the issue is now Estonia are going to start to have the eco soon.
Yeah. They do have a loss streak, though.
Yeah, so that's positive, but
I mean, yeah, then they're gonna have to win. You know, it's
they need bomb down.
If
they lose this round without a bomb, they'll have to eco. If you look at their money, they're only gonna get $2,400 loss bonus after this round. This is dangerous, but either way, Israel, in terms of money, they're looking pretty decent at the moment. A couple of players are 9K, 5K. You know, they just have to make sure they keep as many players alive as they can. And Drops is going to do exactly the opposite of letting them. He's going to pick up that first kill. Nerds also drops the Fates, and now it's going to be a 5 versus 3 here. Israel down some players. Finally, Estonia may have put their foot in the door, because it looks like they should be able to merge this into a round win for a change.
Only with one player now is the thing about Estonia here is they're taking way too long sometimes. They're really allowing Israel to think that, okay, that something might be going on towards this B side, and that's exactly what's happening. Anarchist, RE is ready for that. Goes in for 2 kills right here, equalizes it back to a 3-on-3 situation after he goes down. They've already had the time to get to the site, so it's all in the team play right here. It's really just holding each other's backs, making sure that you've got the post line positions on point, and at this stage, it doesn't look like Specs is going to be allowed to get 2 Aegis, and Sandman falls down, all down to 1 player being Chetty at this stage, and he's going to go down too. So
What? What? What were Estonia doing? They had complete control of the site, the bomb was down, they had 2 players, it was down for checkers, and they were just sitting in the middle of the B site, not going for this not going for this this after plant that you were talking about. They should be sitting in checkers safely, but no, they're just peeking.
Yeah. What?
Oh, it's MR3.
Oh, it is MR3.
It says at the top OT1 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Maybe it's just a server glitch. What? Yeah, but
Because I
Volti,
was thinking, because
explain.
10K.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Explain, what were Estonia doing? I don't know. Oh dear.
I want to find an explanation, but...
Wait, so to clarify, just to butt you in, Israel only need 1 more round to win this.
Yeah, GG. No, I'm not going to say GG. You know, Estonia can still do this, but CT side against Israel, now that this is their pick as well, I would find this very special strategic play coming to mind of them now, and, you know, they might think that, hey, this is the time to utilize it, not saving anything to later, but this is our chance. And it's not like they're Ukraine, right? So they're going to go all in at all times. Bex, gang backing off after realizing that, okay, A main was not a good alternative for us, and they do keep the bomb in a neutral position. And this is just what I talked about earlier, that Estonia should be considering doing, is that you spot people out towards the A side, maybe get a pick here and there, and make sure that the bomb is still in a neutral spot. And oh my god, what?
Oh.
Hey-o.
Damn.
Oh damn! Oh my goodness!
Estonia, they pick up the round though. 16-18 now. Israel, if they win the next one, they've won. If they lose the next 2, we go on to a second overtime. And I would agree with Volti. I don't see that happening. I feel like Israel may be able to clinch out this first map. And I mean, well, I'll play to them if they do. Israel going to be going for a fast B take here. Estonia just have to hold on, and they have to do some massive damage as well, because it's going to be 4 out of the 5 players just pushing straight in. We do have a player in Vents here on the CT side, so he'll be able to get a bit of a crossfire set up with the other player in Checkers. But Fate is going to go down instantly. Vents player drops as well. That's going to be Chetty. Does grab 1 kill for his troubles, but that's going to be all she wrote. And now Israel, they have complete control of the site. It's a 3 versus 4, and the nades, they still have so many. Surely, if they just drop all the nades for the rest of the round, Estonia have no way of getting back to the site. I just feel that's completely possible in Israel. They may be able to take this one.
Well, certainly looks like it is. Estonia, they got Robs here. He's gonna go down. Sandman has got 1, but 4 flies are there in Israel. We've got a 2-on-1 situation to work with. That defuse is gonna be hard to, you know, even get a grip on here. Specs with the AK-47 in a backup position if his mate goes down. Nerds going back and forth as well, and they do have this flick play where they just flick in between their peaks, and it works perfectly. 19-16, and Israel wins that. I don't know. No one would expect this, to be honest. But I'm not gonna go too deep on the analysis stuff. But I'll let the guys in the studio do it. So over to you guys.